Join me as I tackle the challenges of mastering C++ control structure in just one video. Can I get through if statements, if else statement, if else if statement, nested if statement, loops and switches without losing my mind? Control structures are a fundamental concept in C++ programming, and they play a crucial role in making decisions and controlling the flow of program. They allow us to write more efficient, concise, and readable code, making it easier to solve complex problems. When I was learning C++ in early days, I struggled to understand when and how to use if statement, loops, and switch case. I would spend hours poring over my notes, trying to make sense of it all, but it just would not click. I was not alone either. Many beginners face the same challenges. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the sheer number of options and scenarios, and it's hard to know where to start. You might find yourself asking questions like, when do I use an if statement versus a switch case? Or how do I choose between a for loop and a while loop? It can be frustrating to say the least. But the thing is, control structure are not as scary as they seem. With a little practice and patience, you can master them and take your C++ skill to the next level. So let's dive in and explore each control structure one by one. An if statement is used to execute a block of code only if a certain condition is true. Loops allows us to execute a block of code repeatedly for a specific number of iterations. Switch statements are another type of a control structures that allow us to execute different blocks of code based on the other of an expression. They are really useful when you need to handle multiple cases, and they can make your code more concise and readable. In short, by combining if statements, loops, and switch case statement, we can create a powerful and flexible program that can handle a wide range of a scenario. Remember, the key to mastering control structure is to practice. Practice and practice. The more you use them, the more comfortable you will become with their syntax and usage.
Control structures in C++, if else while for do while switch. Control structures in C++, if statements in C++. If statements in C++. The if statement is used to make decisions in your code based on certain conditions. It allows you to execute a block of code only if a specified condition is true. Syntax: if condition, code to execute if the condition is true, closing curly bracket. Example: hashtag include less than iostream greater than using namespace std int main int number equals 10 if number greater than 5 coup less than the number is greater than 5 less than endl return 0. In this example, the output will be the number is greater than 5 because the condition number greater than 5 is true. If else statement in C++. If else statements are used for decision making in C++. They allow the program to execute different blocks of code based on whether a condition is true or false. The basic syntax of an if-else statement is as follows: if condition, code to be executed if the condition is true, else, code to be executed if the condition is false, closing curly bracket. If the condition inside the if statement evaluates to true, the code inside the if block is executed. If the condition is false, the code inside the else block is executed, if present. The else block is optional. Example: int num equals 10 if num greater than 0. Coup less than positive less than endl, else, coup less than non-positive less than endl. If the condition inside the if statement evaluates to true, the code inside the if block is executed. If the condition is false, the code inside the else block is executed, if present. The else block is optional. Example: int num equals 10 if num greater than 0. Coup less than positive less than endl, else, coup less than non-positive less than endl. In this example, if the value of num is greater than 0, positive is printed. Otherwise, non-positive is printed. Let's now explore more complex decision-making scenarios using if-else statements. If-else statements in C++. The if-else-if statement in C++ is used when you want to check multiple conditions. If the first condition is false, the program checks the next condition, and so on. The else-if allows you to chain multiple conditions together. Syntax: if condition 1. Code to execute if condition 1 is true, else if condition 2. Code to execute if condition 2 is true, closing curly bracket. Else if condition 3. Code to execute if condition 3 is true, else. Code to execute if none of the above conditions are true, closing curly bracket. Example: hashtag include less than iostream greater than using namespace std int main int number equals 0 ku less than enter a number sin greater than number. If number greater than 0, ku less than the number is positive, less than endl, else if number less than 0, ku less than the number is negative, less than endl. Else, ku less than the number is 0, less than endl, return 0. Explanation: if number greater than 0 is true, the program outputs the number is positive. If number greater than 0 is false, and number less than 0 is true, the program outputs the number is negative. If both conditions are false, meaning the number is 0, the program executes the final else block and outputs the number is 0. This structure is helpful when you have multiple potential conditions to evaluate and want to take specific actions based on which condition is met. A nested if statement in C++. A nested if statement is when you place one if statement inside another if statement. This allows you to check multiple conditions in a more complex decision-making process. The inner if statement is only executed if the outer if statement evaluates to true. Syntax: if condition 1. Code to execute if condition 1 is true, if condition 2. Code to execute if both condition 1 and condition 2 are true, closing curly bracket. Else, code to execute if condition 1 is true but condition 2 is false, else. Code to execute if condition 1 is false, closing curly bracket. When to use nested if statements. Use nested if statements when decisions depend on multiple layers of conditions. Be cautious not to make the logic too complicated. As deeply nested, conditions can become difficult to read and maintain. Loops in C++ for loops while loops do while loops. Loops are used to execute a block of code repeatedly as long as a specified condition is true. C++ supports 3 types of loops: while loop, for loop, do while loop. 1. While loop. The while loop repeats a block of code as long as a specified condition is true, pre-tested. While condition, the code to be executed, closing curly bracket. Example: int I equals 1, while I less than equals 5, ku less than I less than I plus plus, output 1 2 3 4 5. 2. For loop. The for loop repeats a block of code a specified number of times, pre-tested. For initialization, condition, increment, decrement, code to be executed, closing curly bracket. Example: for int I equals 1, I less than equals 5, I plus plus, ku less than I less than output 1 2 3 4 5, output 1 2 3 4 5. The initialization statement is executed before the loop starts. The condition is checked before each iteration of the loop. The increment-decrement statement is executed at the end of each iteration. Loops are useful for automating repetitive tasks, such as iterating over elements in an array or performing calculations. Let's explore more examples of using loops in C++ programs. Do while loop. It executes a block of code repeatedly until a specified condition evaluates to false. It executes the loop body at least once before checking the condition. Post-tested. Do statements inside the loop body. These statements will execute at least once while condition. Example: int I equals 1, do ku less than I less than I plus plus, while I less than equals 5, output 1 2 3 4 5. In this example, the loop prints the numbers from 1 to 5. Even though the condition I less than equals 5 becomes false after I become 6, the loop body executes at least once because it's a do-while loop. Let's explore more examples of using loops in C++ programs. Switch statement in C++. The switch statement is used to perform different actions based on multiple conditions. It is an alternative to using multiple if-else statements when dealing with multiple conditional branches. Switch expression, case value 1, code to be executed if expression equals value 1 break. Case value 2, code to be executed if expression equals value 2 break. Default, Code to be executed if the expression doesn't match any case closing curly bracket. Expression is evaluated once and compared with the values of each case. If a match is found, the corresponding block of code is executed. The break statement is used to exit the switch statement. If no match is found, the default block of code, if present, is executed. Example, int choice coup less than, enter a number between 1 and 3, sin greater than choice, switch choice, case 1 coup less than you entered 1, break, case 2 coup less than you entered 2, break, case 3 coup less than you entered 3, break, default, coup less than invalid choice. In this example, based on the value of choice, the corresponding message is displayed. The switch statement is particularly useful when dealing with a large number of conditions or when dealing with a large number of conditions or when the conditions involve integer or character values. Let's explore more examples of using the switch statement in C++ programs.
Let's start if statement practical. Very first, start VS Code, double click on VS Code icon. It will load your VS Code, Visual Studio Code. Similarly, click on the folder, click on the file new icon, type if example.cpp. Press enter key, double backslash, type double backslash simple if statement in C++. Hash include IO stream within a triangle bracket. Press enter key using namespace std semicolon. Integer main function curly bracket begin curly bracket close. Press enter key. Int number is equal to 10 semicolon. Press enter key. If number more than 0 within a parenthesis, curly bracket begin, curly bracket close, count or cout less than within a double quotation mark, number is positive. If more than 0, it is positive number. Less than variable number less than adl semicolon. Return 0, save file, Ctrl S for save and run this file. See here, run C++ file. It executes. See the error is there. Handle, spelling mistake in handle. Correct it, save it and run again. We run again this one. See on the screen. See here on the screen, number is positive after correction. So this is the simple program. It checks number more than 0 with the help of if statement. So you can make number of programs like this. Now, if else, we are modifying this program for else statement. I am typing else statement after if true condition completed, else, then cout less than with a double quotation mark, number is negative semicolon, less than number less than adl. Run, save and run C++ file. See the output is there. The number is positive. Why? Number is 10. If you enter number in negative, integer number minus 10, then save and then run same program. Its output is negative because it first check if number more than 0, display the true part, else display the false part. Number is negative, then it is displaying the false part because number is minus 10. If else, if you enter a positive number, it will display the true part. If you enter negative number, it will display the as part. Now next program, same file new or new file, type if else if example.cpp. Writing a program here, if else if example hash include R stream within a triangular bracket using namespace std semicolon int main function curly bracket begin curly bracket close if int number is equal to 0, then count less than with a double quotation mark, enter value for number semicolon sin more than number semicolon. If number more than 0, first true part we are writing here. What will happen if number more than 0? Count less than with a double quotation mark, enter number value is positive, less than number less than enter semicolon. Press enter key. Else if not more than 0, then what? Then checking again. Else if number less than 0. If number less than 0, it means C out less than entered number value is negative, less than number less than enter semicolon. Now correcting, enter number else within a curly bracket C out less than double quotation within a double quotation mark, entered number is 0. First it check more than 0, then less than 0. If number is not more than 0, not less than 0, it means it is a 0. Endl semicolon. Last statement is return 0. Make beautification of your program for understanding. If else, and this one. Control S and run the program. See the output is there. Identify number is unidentified. Number was not declared. The spelling mistake is there. See, I am correcting here. Number लिख दिए. What I write here? Number. Press Ctrl S and run this program again. See here. It's executing. Entered value 10. Enter number value is positive. Why? We enter the more than 0 number. Then again running same program, entering a different value. See here, minus 100. Press enter key. Enter number value is negative. First it check more than 0. It is not more than 0. It means it is a less than 0. Clear screen. Running again this same program. Run C++ file. See the output screen. I am just entering value 0. Entered number is 0. So in this program we check number more than 0, less than 0, or is it 0. If, else. A nested if example means condition within a condition, nested just like a nest. See the nested if example. Now click my first folder, click on new file, my first folder, click on new file, type the file name, nested if example.cpp, double backslash, nested if example, right? Hash include iostream using namespace std, right? Int main function, curly bracket begin, curly bracket close, integer age, boolean voter id. We declare two variables, right? Cout less than within a double question mark, enter your age, semicolon, then sin double more than ageh. Displaying next statement, count less than within a double question mark. Do you have valid voter ID within a bracket? If yes, type 1, comma, no, type 0, right? Semicolon, sin, vote ID. If age more than equal to 18, curly bracket begin, true part. If age more than 18, if and bracket voter ID true. No need to check with true or false. If it is true, it will continue. If voter ID, curly bracket begin and curly bracket close automatically. Cout less than within a double question mark. You are eligible for vote. When you are eligible to vote, first check age more than 18. Then if voter ID true, you are more than or equal to 18 and you have voter ID, then you are eligible for vote. If you are more than 18 but don't have voter ID, else what will happen? Else within a curly bracket, Cout you are not eligible for vote because you don't have voter ID, right? Then next, if this one, if else, Cout less than within a double question mark, you are not enough for vote within a if, right? Return 0. Return 0 is the last statement of our program. Save and run this program. Our stream such as a file directory expected a file name. Lots of errors are here. What happened to this one? See here, what I write here. Closing triangular bracket. Okay. Save and run. Expected unqualified. Return return. Return. See what happened here. mismatch of curly brackets. Save and run. Enter age. I am entering age more than 18 and I have a voter ID. What will happen? See here. You are eligible for vote. Running same program for next time. Enter age more than 18 but don't have ID. Enter 0. What will happen? You are not eligible for vote. Why? Because I don't have a voter ID. Clear screen. Running once again. Entering age 17. What will happen? Now I am checking for age criteria. So enter age 17 and then voter ID. What will happen? You are not enough for vote. In this program, we declare two variables, integer age and boolean voter ID. Then ask for age. User enter the age. Then ask for voter ID. User enter the voter ID. We are checking if age more than equal to 80 and voter ID is true, then the user is eligible for vote. If the age more than equal to 18 and do not have voter ID, then what happen? You are not eligible for vote. If age is not more than equal to 18, then you are not enough for vote. So this is the simple example of if statement. We want to use nested if statement. Use nested if statement when decisions depend on multiple layers of condition. Be cautious not to make the logic too complicated, as deeply nested conditions can become difficult to read and maintain. That's it for if statement. Double click on Visual Studio Code to open Visual Studio Code for writing the programs. My first folder, click on my first folder, click on file new, type file name loop example .cpp. Press enter key, write down double backslash while simple example displaying 1 to 5 numbers. Press enter key, hash include within a triangular bracket IO stream triangular bracket close, using name space std semicolon. Press enter key, int main curly bracket begin, curly bracket close, integer, declaring variable integer I is equal to 0, while within a bracket I less than equal to 5, curly bracket begin, curly bracket close, cout less than I less than within a double question mark one space semicolon, return 0. Control S for save and run this file, C++ file running. See the output on the screen here. Terminal 0000. What happened? Oh, it's a continuous loop, infinite loop. Our program goes into infinite loop. Why? Because we didn't increment anywhere. Stop this one here. We stop debugging. And what we have to do here? We have to increment by, we have to write a variable increment by 1. So I am writing here I++. Control S, save and run this program now. See the output 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the output, because our loop starts from 0 and goes up to 5. Now I deleted equal to symbol and then see the output of this program. I equal to 1 and I less than equal to 5. Save, run. It will display 5 numbers from 1 to 5. See the screen output here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This program displays 5 numbers or whatever the range you provide in the while loop, it will display that much number. For example, we have write a program I is equal to 1 and I less than equal to 5. It will display number from 1 to 5. Changing this program, I is equal to 10, displaying reverse number. I more than 0 and I minus minus. What will happen? It will display number from 10 to 1. Save, clear a screen, save and run. See the output. 10 to 1. Display numbers from reverse order 10 to 1. Removing spaces and writing their hidden, it will display vertically. Save, run. The numbers displaying vertically. See there 10, 9, 8 and up to 1. First program we increase by 1 in variable. In this program we decrease by 1 in the variable. So it will display and our loop start from 10 and finish up to 1. While test the condition first. Changing again I is equal to 1. I less than equal to 10 and displaying number from 1 to 10. Clear screen, save and run the program. It also goes into the infinite loop. What we did here? We minus from 1 continuously. The condition will not supposed to be satisfied. So what we have to do? We have to change I plus plus, save and run this program. 1 to 10. I equal to 1, I is equal to 10 and displaying I values, see out and then increment by 1, I plus plus plus, closing the loop. File new, do while example, file new, do while example dot cpp, press enter key. Double backslash do while example hash include triangular bracket asterisk, press enter key using namespace std semicolon int main function curly bracket begin curly bracket close, press enter key, integer I is equal to 1 semicolon, do curly bracket begin curly bracket close, press enter key, suck out or see out less than I less than space within a double quotation mark semicolon I plus plus semicolon while in bracket I less than is equal to 5 semicolon, terminate the while, return 0, I plus plus semicolon, we forgot semicolon there. Clear screen, run the program, save and run the program. See the output is there 1, 2, 3, 4 and We have seen this example with the help of do while. Now replace this double question mark with endl. Endl. Save, run. See the output vertical 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Change this one. I is equal to 10 minus minus I minus minus and change the condition I more than 0. Save and run the program. It will display numbers in reverse order from 10 to 1. You see here 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. File new for loop example dot cpp, press enter key, double backslash for loop example hash include within a triangle bracket I stream triangle bracket close, press enter key using namespace std semicolon integer main function curly bracket begin curly bracket close for integer I is equal to 1 semicolon I less than is equal to 5 and I plus plus. Variable declaration, initialization, condition and increment in the same line. Count less than I less than space with a double question mark semicolon and return 0. Save and run this program. Same output 1 to 5. Clear screen. Save and run. See the output on the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same program we have seen with while, do while and for. Replace double question mark with endl. What will happen? It will display vertically 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. See the output. 1, 2, 3, 4 and integer I is equal to 1, I less than 5 or I plus plus and count and return 0. For loop is a very simple. Hash include hash frame using namespace study main function curly bracket begin curly bracket close integer rows. Modify this program displaying a triangle of numbers or triangle of stars. So we are writing now integer rows count. Ask the user to enter how many numbers or rows you want to display. Enter number for display triangle. Semicolon sin more than rows. Change the program. Integer I is equal to 1, I less than equal to rows, I plus plus. Next loop, this is the nested loop example. For integer j is equal to 1, j less than I semicolon j plus plus. Curly bracket begin, curly bracket close and shift this statement inside the inner loop. Cut and paste. Remove this line. See out after inner loop, see out endl. First loop execute, then leave one line, then start next loop, then leave one line. Clear screen. Save and run this program. See the output. Display Enter number for display triangle. Entering the number 5. For a display, leave one blank row, then 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and 5, 5. I want to display 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For that, what I have to do in this program? Clear the screen. I must change something. Let's read our program. Oh, where we did the mistake and what kind of mistake we have. Save and run once again. Enter number for display triangle 5. Here 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. But I want to display 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I have to change here in the program cout, replace I with j in inner loop. Save, run this program. See the output. It asks us for how many rows you want to display. I want to display 5 rows. So I have to enter here. Enter number for display triangle 5. Press enter key. See here output 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Little bit changes. Change for asterisk. Clear screen. Save and run. It will display triangle of asterisk. Triangle of stars. Enter number for display triangle. Enter 5 and see the example. Format this triangle. Double less than, and without double question mark space, save and run the program. Simple. I change there. What I change there? Add one space after one star. Enter number for display triangle. Enter 5, press enter key and see the output. This is looking a beautiful output. What we change? Cout less than star less than one blank space. Cout less than star less than one blank space. Now we can change here j value. Save, clear screen, run the program. Now we are displaying values where we are displaying the stars. Enter number for triangle 5. See the output 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. This is an example of nested for loops or nested loops. File new, switch case example dot cpp, press enter key, / switch case example hash include within a triangular bracket IO stream using namespace std semicolon integer main function curly bracket begin curly bracket close count, or before that declare a variable char grade count or cout less than within a double question mark, enter grade semicolon sin more than grade semicolon switch within a bracket replace expression with grade. Then replace case with our cases. For example, case grade A, grade B, case with a single quotation mark, A, colon, sorry, not semicolon, colon, press enter key, type, C out, less than, zero double quotation mark, you entered grade A. Double question mark, complete semicolon, press enter key, type break, remove this one, remove these comments. Similarly, copy this and paste for grade D. Select this statement from case A to break, or type here employee grade, employee grade A. Copy this statement and paste similar for B, case B. Copy, paste, replace A with B, and here replace A with B. B. Save and run this program. See the output on the screen. Enter grade. I am entering grade A. It will display employee grade A. Right? Run same program. It asks enter grade. I am entering a B here. Enter employee grade B. Clear screen. Run again. See the difference. It asks enter grade. I am entering a grade here. Small. What will happen? It will display nothing because there is no choice. Small and capital are different in C++. I am writing a default case right now. Default C out invalid grade. If user enter A, it will display grade A. If user enter B, it will display grade B. If user enter anything else, it will display invalid grade. I am checking both case, small and caps. If small and caps A entered by user, it will display the grade A. If small and capital grade B entered by user, it will display grade B as invalid grade. Save and run this program. Enter grade. I am entering here small a, C here. First time what happened? Grade A I entered, there is nothing, it will display nothing. But after changing program, it will display grade A. Enter grade. I am just entering a grade. C here invalid grade because we have only two choices, A and B. See the whole program, switch case program, include a stream. I am saving same program, file, save as, select from here C++, type switch case example 1, switch case 1, write new program or hash include IO stream triangular bracket close using namespace std semicolon int main function curly bracket begin curly bracket close integer mark or subject 1 marks. We are declaring here variable subject 1 and asking marks for that subject from the user. User enter from keyboard count less than user double quotation mark enter your marks in subject 1. So what are we asking for the user? Enter your marks in subject 1. Sin more than one sub semicolon switch and bracket pass variable name sub 1 curly bracket begin curly bracket close. Write very first case 30 or 35 for example. See the program, full program. Switch case subject 1 case 35 pass case 45 B grade case 65 pass A grade case 75 pass distinction case 95 pass A plus grade and so on. Return 0. Save this program and run this program. See the output. Enter your marks in subject. So I am entering here 75. Press enter key. Pass in distinction. Run this program again. Run the same program for different choices. 65. I am entering here 65. If you entered the value which is not in your cases, it will display the fail. See here, running this program again. Enter your marks in subject. I am entering here 30. See here, you are failed. Finally, to recap, we have discussed the importance of a control structure in C++ programming, and we have covered each type of control structure. I hope this video has helped you understand control structure a little better, and I encourage you to leave a comment below with any questions you may have. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video on advanced C++ topic. Thank you. Allah Hafiz. Take care.